Hey guys, it's Bill from Linden, Tennessee. Back to the front, part 3. I think we've actually got something here. Got the my little casters all done, welded up. Little bronze bushings in there. Got a little lock collar on top just to keep it from falling out. It won't fall out when I'm using it, but it was trying to fall out when I was putting all this together. I've just got it kind of tacked together right there on both sides and then on the other side of this. But I think this is actually going to work. I took it out and drove it around, and the casters do what casters do, and this is holding up pretty good. It does have a bit of left to right movement. I'm not sure if it's going to be a problem. If it is, then I can just put a chain on the other side and then use that tensioner to draw tension against that chain. But I don't really think it's going to cause a problem. The cut height is too high to do my normal grass, but it's not too high to do my tall grass, which is all this was ever kind of intended for to begin with. I don't have a way of lowering this to do actual grass. So if this does cut well, then I don't know what I'll do about it, because if it does cut really well, it might be nice to have this to cut my normal grass, and then have the height adjustment. That would be kind of a whole re-engineering project, like a lot. So that's just a bummer. But I think it's going to cut the tall stuff really good. I think it might make a really good sort of thick brush cutter. I don't know. But for the time being, here it is, and it's sitting on its own weight, and I think it turned out great. I made this little extension on here. What I did was I measured the length of those arms there, and then copied that here. So whenever this thing goes up and down, it'll do so evenly. But yeah, that's pretty good. So I need to get some 6 or 7-inch bolts. That way I can put bolts in there instead of just pieces of rod, because those will come out. Those try and come out when I'm driving it, and I don't have any other way of locking those in, just to do a little test, put the motor on and see how it cuts. And I certainly don't want those to come out while I'm driving it. That would kind of be a pain in the butt. So for the time being, yeah, I will see you later. All right, this is a bit of a nervous moment. Went and got some actual bolts for the axles of those casters and got my motor hooked up. This is the first time I've tried to do this, so not exactly live, but let's see what happens. Also put a little bit more solid welds on the on those casters where they bolt to the mower. We'll see how this goes. I have driven this thing around a little bit, so that I know that it actually, does kind of work anyway, but I don't know how it functions. I do know that I don't have a whole lot of steering authority, so this added load, I guess you'd say, I can feel it. But all right, well, we're going to do what we kind of did last time. We're going to run down this thing. The blades are spinning in the opposite direction that they were last time we did this, but yeah, let's see what happens. Power on. Vibration's not too bad. Pulling 40 amps. Well, there is just, I'm going to have to put a guard on the front, that's for sure. Spitting up all that stuff, I'm going to have to put a guard on. There's no doubt about that. Let's shut this down and see what it looks like. Vibration is considerably reduced. Go back out of here, see what we got. You still there? Yeah. It's really kind of bright out here, so I can't see. That looks rather fantastic, I must say. I think we've got something going on here. The amount of unmulched grass on the top isn't bad at all. Looks like it's getting re-chopped as we go. There's some, but it's not too bad. There's a lot out in front, a whole lot out in front, that I guess as we go along it'll just continue to chop that up. I don't know. But man, I think that's much better. I'll tell you one thing. I'm gonna make a sheet metal guard that goes over the front of this, and I should probably get some more of those rear wheels and put them here on the inside, sort of like anti-scalping wheels or something. And yeah, I think we actually got something going on here. So I'm gonna finish this run, probably come back, and I'll cut you back on. All right, guys. Well, that's 2 passes right there. I tell you, I cannot complain about that cut at all. That is really, really good. I mean, there's usually with the rotary, with my finish mower, when I raise it up high, stuff like this just gets sort of left, and there's always these big tall parts just hanging out, which isn't a big deal. It's a rough cut field, but that works really, really good. I think it's too low. I'm going to raise it up some. The way I'll do that is I'll go make some aluminum blocks that are, you know, roughly this size, 1.5 inches. I'll just make some spacers. I'll just make like 1 inch spacer and then put that underneath here and then raise this up 1 inch and see how that does. I'm going to fully weld this because I'm satisfied with this. And there is a bit of flex in here, more than I was expecting, but I think I'm going to put a little gusset right here. And I need to do something about that hitting. That's no good. I need to put a piece of rubber or plastic or something up there so that it doesn't wear away my insulation on my cable. But heck yeah, that's really, really great. I think that works fantastic. The speed of the blade seemed to be just fine. This is rotating in opposite direction of travel, and that works really good. As soon as you come out of the grass, it spits all the stuff that would have got mulched. It spits it all in front of about 4 or 5 feet as soon as you come out of the deep grass, and it's not recutting itself, so that's kind of fun. But and every once in a while there'll just be this, I don't know, fountain of grass clippings that shoots up. But yeah, I do need to make a front cover for this. I'm gonna, I don't know, I might do it this weekend, I don't know. Take this thing to work and sandblast it. Oh, no I'm not. No I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and move this motor. I'm gonna put this motor, I'd kind of like to put it here or here, one side of the chain or the other. Probably this side of the chain so that the power cable wraps nicer. But anyway, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call this a victory finally, and thrilled as can be about that. So a little bit more work to do with it, but we're definitely on a winning path. So all right, I thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.